Make Me a Fan podcast.
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 Make Me a Fan podcast. Make Me a Fan podcast. Make Me a Fan podcast. Came up.
When you sit in it, do you vape on your little dick sucker pen?
Shut the fuck up, dick sucker pen. What the fuck?
She doesn't vape either.
Oh, you don't vape?
No.
Oh.
No.
I quit smoking, meaning all nicotine.
So you're not cool.
I won't even do hookah if there's nicotine in it.
I actually used to have a hookah.
That's surprising.
But then it broke because I put it outside in the middle of winter and it froze. And then I brought it inside and it like blew up when I walked in the house. It was crazy.
When you walked in the house, it blew up?
Yeah, like I'm just walking through my living room in that one bedroom apartment. Wait. No, I don't think that was when you were still down there when I was in that one bedroom.
What, in Kokomo?
Yeah.
In the white building?
Yeah, I don't know. This is the only apartment I lived in.
I moved you. I helped. Me and Chad helped move you out of an apartment.
Yeah, because you helped us move into the house there on Belvedere.
Yeah.
So you saw. So it was in that one bedroom apartment. It just like blew up in the living room. It was really weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Was there water in it? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like as soon as it hit the heat in the house.
Are you recording this right now?
I am.
Welcome
to the Make Me a Fan podcast. As you can tell, I'm joined once again by my beautiful wife and my
beautiful brother.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a masculine term. Handsome. Yeah.
Cute af.
Ladies love him. Yeah. My af brother.
You guys really say af instead of
no?
just af?
I do.
What's the technical hipster?
AF.
I say AF. I don't know if that's a hipster term, but I just
it's like an Instagram term.
But I thought you were supposed to pronounce it just as fuck, like what it stands for.
You're supposed to say as fuck.
It's like
it started over in Britain,
it's
right?
like someone saying LOL instead of laughing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
So I guess you can say either then.
No, you'd say lulled.
Yeah, I hate when people say that like in conversation. Oh, that made me lulled. Like what?
Well, didn't I start that when we were over in Britain?
What, the lull?
In England, you mean?
What's the difference?
We weren't in Britain.
Geography. We were.
Britain is like like a city.
Isn't it the same thing? England is part
of
Britain, the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I think the United Kingdom is like basically saying the
separate.
United States.
Yeah.
Right, and then like Britain is like saying a state, basically.
Oh, Britain is part of it. Are you sure?
Isn't the United Kingdom like the whole thing?
I'm gonna Google it.
Like United Kingdom, like United States.
Yeah, I thought the United Kingdom was just maybe I don't know. I thought it was maybe a part of England.
So is Great Britain like the whole like United States basically, and then like the UK would be one area.
Well, the United Kingdom is Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
UK.
Oh, so that's what Ireland.
Great Britain is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
England is part of Great Britain.
Yeah, because when we went to Ireland, there was a sign that said like this is now England, and I was like, why the fuck is this now England? Like this is all
England
an island.
Is Britain.
Because of the whole history where they tried taking it over.
Is the whole thing. Great Britain's like the whole thing?
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The UK, as it's called, is a sovereign state that consists of 4 individual countries. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So yeah, England is part of Great Britain.
Okay, so you're right.
Oh, say that again.
Sean, shut up.
Say that again.
So today we're talking about...
right?
Something you can probably see...
From Great Britain or England.
Well, you can see it from your house if you have a good enough binoculars, because the Earth is flat.
You cannot see no curvature.
There's no curvature. Well, TJ, I thought you were a fucking round Earth shill, and I thought I was going to make you woke today, but do you think...
No, you can woke me.
All right, I'm gonna
You can woke me.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you wolf af. You're gonna be woke af.
Oh my God.
I just want to go on the record. I don't think people understand the humor we have in these podcasts, judging by some comments that I read on like social media.
Why?
Really?
What are
Like,
some of the comments?
I just want people to know that we don't really believe in this shit.
And reptilians?
Yeah, I don't really think there's reptilians living in hollow earth. I don't think Bigfoot's real. Like any of that shit.
Your description for Bigfoot was awesome, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
But aliens are real. Well, we believe in those. And ghosts.
And
Yes.
flat earth.
And
But
flat earth.
no, I really like to like think of like fictional shit and try to. I like to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, "No, the fucking Earth is round," and I'm like, "Let me see how I could think."
It's just humorous.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew about reptilians or that there was like this whole cult of people that believed in fucking flat Earth or believe in flat Earth. Like,
or the
what?
Illuminati.
I mean, I've heard of the Illuminati, but
They've heard of you.
Yeah, right.
They know all about you now, especially since you're a part of this. You know how many... It's funny, I start talking about Illuminati, all of a sudden we have all these friend requests.
Yeah, I had like a week straight of every like half hour ding, ding, ding notifications. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, and all of a sudden all these guests want to come on. They're showing up, like black helicopters are landing in our backyard. They're like, we're going to come on your podcast. I'm like, who are you? And they're like, we're not reptiles. I'm like, okay.
oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm going to make TJ woke as fuck today, and I'm going to show him that everything he learned in school is a lie. The Illuminati fooled him, but not me. That's right. Today, we are talking about one of the fastest growing conspiracy theories out there, the flat earth theory. We already covered hollow earth. Now it's time to see the true shape of the earth. The leading flat earth theory holds that the earth is actually a disk with the Arctic Circle. I'm going to stop reading notes. You know what the flat earth is, Carrie?
No.
Okay. So basically, you know what a plate looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine you have your plate in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And right in the middle, the very center of the plate, that is actually the North Pole. Kind of get a mental picture. So you got the North Pole in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like if you take a globe.
Where's the South Pole then?
The South Pole is actually the outer ring of the plate. The South Pole isn't like a continent, like a shaped continent. It's the giant,
whole outer edge.
Yeah, it's like a giant wall of ice.
Like if you formed it into a circle, it would be the South fucking pole.
Yeah, the South Pole is actually like a wall that encircles.
How is it the South then pole if it circles the entire
Exactly.
thing?
Exactly.
Like, what? And how is
blown.
it a North Pole if it's in the center of the fucking plate?
Because of magnets.
But why is it north? That's not north.
Because it's up.
Well,
It's not
just because it's flat Earth.
center.
This is one thing me and
Should it
TJ
be called
were
the center pole?
were talking about this
pole hole.
beforehand. Yeah, the center pole hole. Me and TJ were talking about this beforehand. Like, just because someone says flat Earth doesn't mean it's fucking flat like a table
Or pancake or whatever. Yeah.
or a plate. You know, it just means it's not a perfectly round sphere. So it could be like half a curve.
Like a dome.
Yeah, like if
Or
you
what
cut
was
a
that?
tennis ball in half,
Is that concave or convex? I forget which one's which.
I
something
think
like
it's the
that.
same depending on which way you're looking at it.
Well, no,
Well,
concave is like inward,
and
Yeah,
convex
convex
is
is
outward.
yeah.
So
or the opposite. I could be wrong. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's right.
Yeah, so maybe it doesn't have to be like perfectly flat. It could have a little bit of curvature, but
doesn't fucking matter. That doesn't. If it's in the center, that's not north.
But maybe the center is higher up, a little
North
higher
is
up.
up and south is down.
Yeah.
So that means that if it's the North Pole and the
That's
South Pole, the North Pole should be at the. How do you clarify though what the
Okay,
top
we'll call
of his
it-
plate is?
We'll call it the center hole or center pole.
Center hole.
Center pole. Yeah, we'll call it the center pole, and then the
CPH.
south pole is actually the outer wall.
Yep.
I'd really
Are
like
you understanding
to.
like the theory of it?
I am, but I would really like to do this podcast with the person that actually came up with this whole theory of flat Earth because it makes zero sense.
Well, a picture.
It's crazy.
Are you looking up a picture?
I can show. I have pictures. I can show her a picture.
Because
Yeah, show me a picture.
really
I'm a
helps.
visual learner.
Yeah. Because like it doesn't make sense when you're thinking about it, but then when you see an illustration, you're like, oh, okay. And then when you see like all the airline paths on there on why people think it could be possible, it makes sense.
Yeah, and they actually had maps of flat Earth from like the ancient Orient.
Yeah.
And the UK.
Wait, so this goes way back?
Oh, this goes way, way back.
You don't remember
the-
history class?
And the
I didn't learn about fucking flat Earth. Has anyone ever, have these people that believe in this though, ever looked at like the fucking space pictures?
Oh, that's all
They're all
fake.
fake. Yeah. It's
they even
Hollywood.
admit.
Oh,
They even
my
CGI.
okay.
fucking God.
Well, hold on.
Let me see
Before I
this
show you the picture, the pictures from space aren't like we don't have any, satellites or anything far enough away where you can just hold up your cell phone and take a picture. And like each like pixel of the photos that they send down is like 1 trillion terabytes. It's fucking huge. They have to compress it all down and they composite it all together. So they like the they'll take little pictures and they put it all together into one picture, basically. Because
who the fuck has the
'cause it's
time to make it?
It's their job.
And
Well,
why?
no, wait,
what
hold
would be the
on.
point? What's
Carrie,
the point
Carrie,
of making of faking
hold on.
it?
No. This is fact. This isn't flat Earth theory. This is actually NASA telling you that. Like, they're not, because the Earth is so fucking big.
Yeah.
And they're not that, I mean, they're
Because
far
it's
as fuck
round.
away. Yeah. And so they don't actually take a picture. You can't just take a picture of the Earth.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
to take
they have to
a
have special
million
equipment.
pictures and,
Yeah.
put it all together.
Okay.
So that leads people to say that, okay, so that's actually a CGI image in your own words. Like you're CGI-ing an image. So therefore, all images of the Earth are CGI. We have no actual picture of the Earth.
But it is an actual image. It's just
No.
a collection of images to
Well,
create that image.
Couldn't that be doctored? I mean, you're putting all this shit together anyway. So
No, I'm a photo major.
not?
I've seen people make photos out of other photos.
yeah, and
Like where it's an actual photo, but they're, like I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, where you see a picture that's an actual photo and then it's made by using all these other photos.
oh yeah, where like if you I saw one where it's like Obama, and if you zoom in on his face, there's a bunch of little dicks.
Yeah.
I've
Similar,
not seen that one.
Similar
Yeah,
to
it-
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch. Yeah, if you zoom in, it's actually a picture made out of like a trillion dicks.
Oh my
Or,
gosh.
or they have the art where you do like the dot art, where you do like a whole bunch of dots
Oh,
of
yeah.
different color, and,
Yep.
and then you stand back and it's a picture. Of
Exactly.
whatever.
That's what they do with the photos from space. So that
Yeah.
leads people to think, like they could make it look however they want. They're just basically making that artwork, and makes sense, right?
And they're all black.
No.
They're all black and white too. That's the thing I hate. Like all those pictures you see of Jupiter and Saturn that they send back and all that, they're all black and white, and they just have artists paint it.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What about the Earth though? They
I
just paint that.
would assume those
Wait
are
a
black
second.
and
Like
white.
I know
in
they-
2017, it's 2017.
Well, yeah, but these
Technology
satellites
should be far
Well,
enough
but these
advanced.
satellites got sent out in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, because it takes literally like 50 years for
Yeah.
it to get past Mars.
Yeah.
So all this shit going past is from decades ago.
Yeah, well, and I wonder how space affects photography equipment and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, and how many, I don't know, millions or thousands of miles it's got to travel to? Like,
But yeah, if you do go up to the moon and you got your little fucking camera, and you take a picture of the Earth, if you try to fly back to Earth, the radiation is just gonna fucking
yeah, what
annihilate the
clean.
film.
Yeah. That's why. That's why
right.
people never went to the moon, because
Exactly.
the radiation would have killed them.
Isn't that why you
Or
have
the-
to like
the
come back to the
radiation
Earth
would've-
slowly? Otherwise, you like blow up or something.
No, you're thinking of if you go deep sea diving,
Yeah.
you need to come back to the surface
Oh.
slow.
What the fuck is the difference?
It's-
They're
yeah.
both different. like-
I
Ends
get
of the
yeah.
spectrum.
No, it's the same thing. Basically, it's just upside down to right side
I
up.
think what you're thinking of is with the gravity difference, because there's no gravity in space, whereas on Earth there is. So they got to like slowly go into it because their muscles are weaker and.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
after
I
spending
thought
a
it-
year in space, like your muscles you're actually like 2 or 3 inches shorter. Like,
No, you're taller.
oh, is it taller?
Yeah, because your spine.
You don't have
elongates.
gravity. Yeah.
I
But
wanna-
then,
I want to go to space.
well, no, because there was a
I
guy that
do.
just came back. Oh, well, there's
Oh.
a thing.
You can pay.
You can go to Mars.
no, I don't want to live on Mars.
Your phone's vibrating.
Jen Shirka's calling me.
Hi, Jen. Hopefully you're listening to this. You're
Oh.
Insta famous now.
Yeah,
She's
right.
probably on call and is asking me a question.
Do you need to take a break?
Maybe.
All right. I'm going. Well, last episode we had dogs having a shit. And now Carrie has to poop.
Yeah.
I don't have
Take
to
that
put-
dump.
It wouldn't be a Make Me a Fan podcast without some sort of interruption. But we're almost 50 episodes in, and I've learned not to give a fuck. So I don't remember where we even were.
You mean you don't give AF?
I don't give F.
You don't give it.
I don't give F.
That just changes the whole context of what you're trying to get across.
I know, it's ingenious. All right, Carrie, so you want to see the picture of the flat Earth there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the middle there is the North Pole, and the continents all, instead of it going south, it goes outward. So south now, the definition is actually outward, and north, the definition is inward.
Okay, but what do these people that believe in flat Earth have to say about gravity?
Well, me and TJ were talking about that. TJ, what did Neil Grass Smoker Tyson talk about today?
So supposedly, if the Earth was flat like that, the gravity would still go towards the centermost mass, which would be the center of the plate. And the further to the outer edge you would get to the plate, gravity would distort and turn inwards. So trees would be growing at a slant out towards the plate. because they'd be going away from gravity.
I'm never going to look at a slanted tree the same ever again.
You're going to be like,
Every time
oh,
you see
shit.
slanted, yeah, that's proof that the Earth is fucking flat.
Right, yeah. So same thing if you throw a ball. Like they made the thing that if you stand on the edge and you throw a baseball out towards the ice wall, it's actually going to go up and go way back behind you and go back towards the North Pole or Center Pole, because gravity, that's what gravity does. It brings objects towards it.
But maybe magnetism won't allow that. Like, I don't know how magnets work.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
No, but I just know, I'm pretty sure gravity is the strongest force, I think. So gravity should outweigh magnetism. I think.
But I
Isn't
thought
gravity
true
like a
love
magnet
outweighs
thing?
everything.
I mean, if you're in a Hollywood movie, probably.
Yeah, exactly. If you're Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
So everything you just said, DJ, though, like, is an interesting theory. But why would these people come up with it when they can't prove it?
Well, that's
Wait,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, yeah,
said that.
Yeah, he's the most world-renowned physicist.
He's that black dude with the mustache. That's like
No idea.
he's
Really?
super smart.
Yeah.
No.
He's like the smartest man besides the Stephen Hawking.
What about Einstein?
Well, he's
Oh,
dead.
living.
I meant like, alive.
Yeah, maybe if you see him, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Degrassi. Yeah, he's an American astrophysicist.
That's what he is, astrophysicist.
Okay, so he was basically saying, like, if the Earth is flat.
He makes a lot of cameos in movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
I'm sure you
Yeah, I think
probably...
There's a meme of him.
I think I've
too.
seen him.
Yeah.
in
Forget
a
what his meme was.
picture
He's got his
shows.
hands out.
I had no idea that he was.
Hey, you
so
ever see that
smart.
meme? Got
What
his
is
hands
it?
out.
No, what
And it
does
says,
it say?
"Look out, we got a badass over here."
Yeah, because he like,
He's
he
got his
knows
hands up.
everything.
Yeah. But he doesn't really know everything. He said the Earth is shaped like a pear.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
How does that make sense?
Well, wait, I think I might have heard that. But his idea of a pear is like you're talking, it's slightly distorted by like millimeters or something. Like it's not actually full on blown pear shaped. It's
It's not like a pear-shaped woman, is what you're saying.
It's not a circle, but it's not like a
It's not a
full-fledged
perfect
pear.
circle.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's what he was trying to say.
You know what I want to see? And I thought about Googling this many times, and I never did. What the Earth looks like without water.
There's
Like,
gotta
in
be-
my
you
mind,
think
it would
there'd
be
an
like
illustration.
a eaten apple.
That would
Yeah.
be really cool to see.
Well, yeah, because the Earth is what 70 or 80% water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would just be these like there's 7 continents, so 7 little peaks, and then the rest is just like these big
and
trenches.
isn't there though like a black hole like in the ocean?
What?
Are you talking about the Bermuda Triangle?
The-
She's talking
the-
about the pole holes.
The
pole.
deep sea.
There's no black hole.
Oh,
Yes,
you're talking. No, you're talking about that trench.
Yeah.
Mariana
All right,
Trench.
this is what the Earth looks like. It looks like an eyeball, like a fucking
That
Jason
is
Voorhees.
That looks
Weird.
like an angry
Mongoloid.
pimple.
It's like a
I was thinking Jason Voorhees mongoloid eye.
Yeah.
But Carrie says angry pimple.
like
It
Yes.
does. It's like white but red but bumpy
in blue.
and painful looking.
There we go. That's weird.
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty version. I was picturing more of like a apple core. This just looks like they took a ball and then raised up the continents. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be different. Like there's got to be more holes and shit. Because some parts of the ocean are
Well, yeah.
super deep that we can't even explore because they're so deep.
Well, yeah, we got that big butt crack trench, so
Yeah,
that's not on there.
I think
Yeah, I
you were
wonder
thinking
how
about.
that would look like with the water going up against the continents. Do the continents go like all the way through like the ground?
What?
What?
Okay, so
Are
think
you
about
high?
it. No, I'm not.
What?
So if you drain the earth of the water
Okay, yeah.
and there's just the continents, like you just showed me in that picture, you can see like the ridges of the continents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, how would that be? Wouldn't it be more of a gradual
Yeah, it would be a slope.
progression?
But then
yeah.
it would probably go back up, like right here in Lake Michigan, which is like 10 miles from our house. You walk out and you're 20 feet out and the water's up to like your neck.
Mhm.
And you keep walking and you're 100 feet out and it's only up to your ankles.
Yeah.
You walk 5 more feet and it's 300 feet deep.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be a progression, but it would also like, it'd be constant changes,
Yeah.
like ups and downs, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've never explored the ocean. I mean, maybe a lot of it's flat, but
Didn't they have like the Google, like they have Google Earth, but then I thought they did like a Google Ocean there for a couple years.
I don't have that app.
And they were just trying, well, I don't know. I don't think it was an app. They were like trying to map the ocean or whatever, and then they just gave up on it.
Yeah, there's got to be fucking.
And
hard
now
as shit.
there's like Google Moon and Google Mars.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you see? Someone asked Elon Musk why there's no pictures of flat Mars.
No. What do you say?
He said because we have pictures of Mars that proves it's
Wait,
round.
who's Elon Musk?
Tesla.
Oh my lord!
Oh, the Tesla guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Nikola Tesla.
Have you guys been to Meyer lately?
No.
Do you see they have this whole like
The Tesla road?
Yeah, the Tesla charging stations now.
Yeah, remember I pointed that out to you, Carrie. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I've seen
I'm
that
like,
before.
what, is Oak Creek becoming fucking hipster central?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
LA now?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck owns a fucking Tesla
They're
in
probably-
Oak Creek?
The people that live in that $1,000 apartment.
It's probably
yeah. They use
but
that shitty taco place.
it could also just be like a future thing. Like this is like something that's going to be popular in the future. Myers are going to be around for a while. So
Yeah, Myers is awesome. I like Myers.
it's all right.
It's all right.
I mean, what fucking? I got that 20-pound turkey for $7.
Ooh,
That was
How much
amazing.
is that a pound?
Like really fucking cheap. I don't know. Do the math.
Yeah, wait.
That's Carrie math.
It was like a
Carrie,
it
do
was
this
like
math.
a $30
Really fucking cheap.
turkey, and I got it for $7. It was an amazing deal.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to flat Earth.
Yeah, you were thinking of the Great Blue Hole, I think. That pole hole in the middle of the world.
No,
in the ocean,
I thought there
where
was
it's like a.
it might be that, but I just remember there's a part. I remember watching. I think it was like, I don't know, someplace on National Geographic or something where they're doing the ocean thing, and then you see it goes deeper, but they can't go that deep.
I think that is that hole there.
Yeah, I think it's a Great Blue Hole.
And how they don't even know what kind of like
Yeah.
creatures live there, or
Well, they just found a brand new fish at the deepest depth of the ocean ever within the past week.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember what it
It
was.
was probably like one of those weird, like eyeless skeleton looking
Yeah.
fish,
Right?
and, like yeah.
Creepy ass mofo.
Well, yeah, because there's There's a bunch of like chemicals, and it's like hundreds of degrees, and so they have to be able to withstand all that. No daylight, so they don't need eyes. They just got
Well,
like sensors and shit.
yeah, but the really, really deep is really cold.
Yeah,
Well, no, because-
5 miles under the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
new species of deep living fish found 5 miles underwater.
Yeah.
Oh my
picture?
God, that's
It
awesome.
looks like sperm.
It does look like
does.
sperm.
A big
oh my
ass
God,
sperm.
let me see. Wait, what is it called?
So
So
you-
people that are listening to this can Google it.
I don't know.
It's a
That'd be
ethereal snailfish as the deepest living fish so far discovered.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
it
raw
literally-
chicken and sperm.
Yeah, exactly. That is an exact representation. Do you want to see?
yeah. I want to look at this chicken
Yeah,
sperm.
5 miles.
That's
5 miles doesn't
nasty.
seem that far.
Does look like rock. Ugh.
So back to flat Earth though. So
Oh, yeah.
what do the people that believe in this flat Earth though? Like, where's how thick is flat Earth?
Well-
How is the depth of the
don't
ocean
think that
and
matters.
everything? It's just one dimensional or whatever.
Well, you can think of a lot of different ideas. It was like I said at the beginning of the episode where just because you say flat Earth doesn't mean it's a fucking plate or a sheet of paper.
I know, but I'm just wondering,
Like-
what these people, what's
Like,
the
there's-
depth then of flat Earth?
Well, there's pictures that I've seen, like not real pictures, but illustrations where
Are you
it
sure
basically
they're not real?
it could be. I don't know. It could be the Illuminati planting fake news. I don't know. But no, it basically looks like a iceberg. Like you have like the flat Earth on top, and then it's kind of like an upside down triangle. Like it just kind of like peaks
Oh.
down, and eventually
Sure.
like that. So and that why not? I mean, if you look at it from the top, maybe it looks round.
That just doesn't
Like,
make any
it looks like a
sense.
circle.
Flat Earth believers, it doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, but that's also from what, like 20 years of polluting your brain with,
Mhm.
school.
No, this is like the other podcast I was on where we were talking about something where I was like, I think we were talking about the Bermuda Triangle and all the planets, how they're in a line and how it's like they're all like just like kind of rotating on this like invisible like rod. You
I
know?
don't remember that episode.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Are you sure you
on that
weren't
one?
listening to an episode?
No, I was definitely on it.
Was
because
it
I
the
remember-
pole holes?
I don't remember.
Isn't pole hole the greatest thing ever?
If
Can we
anyone
start that
is
hashtag?
listening to this podcast and recalls what fucking podcast it was that we were talking about this,
We talked about the
Let us know.
Bermuda Triangle in the Hollow Earth episode.
okay, it was Hollow Earth and that we were talking about it.
You weren't on that
Yeah.
episode.
Oh,
That's
Then
So
it-
you listen to that.
That's
and
what I'm trying
and
to
that's
think
a good
of.
thing about podcasts is you feel like
No.
you're actually in the conversation because you're probably screaming at your radio right now, like you guys are fucking stupid.
I was
Stop talking.
literally on the podcast.
Oh, it wasn't flat Earth then,
No, Hollow Earth. You
or
mean?
Hollow Earth.
Yeah, no.
You're not on flat Earth either.
I'm just saying that if the flat Earth was like an iceberg, like you're saying, how does the Earth not like rotate then?
No,
And
it
if
rotates.
Okay, well, I don't understand how that works. It's flat.
It spins.
It spins
like this. Like
how does that adjust seasons and time
because
zones?
the sun also like the
Yeah.
sun just goes around top. Like I'm spinning my finger around my phone right now.
Then how do you explain places in the world that get like a lot of sun or a lot of dark? Like where it's sunlight for
They're
like
closer to the
wouldn't
sun.
Maybe,
Yeah, it would
maybe the
wobble.
disc tilts.
Yeah, it
maybe,
wobbles.
Maybe it's like a top.
this is all bullshit.
You spin it super fast and it's like staying like this, but then when it slows down, it kind of does the wobble.
There's a
You're
wobble,
just
wobble.
making this up as you go.
I mean, yeah, it sounds good. So why not? Why isn't it true?
So
Just
not?
because I don't have the scientific facts to back me up.
That's what everyone. That's what all
All right.
these people that have
See
mentioned
that?
flat Earth.
That's the sun. It rotates like that. But it doesn't stay on a steady course. It moves
Yeah.
in circles. So sometimes it'll like the circle will be closer to us in North America, and that's our summer. And sometimes the circle will go a little further
Yeah.
towards the outer wall, and that would be winter for us, but summer for the other edge of the flat Earth.
I already learned about how the Earth works. This is like
What, by the Illuminati and your fucking
Yeah, by the government,
liberal art,
by the man.
your liberal art studies?
yeah. I better not.
What about the
yeah.
1,000-year-old Oriental map, Carrie?
No, I don't know.
Well, this 1,000-year-old map was hidden and locked away in a Japanese Buddhist temple due to the very nature of the huge secrets of the map. I can't fucking.
It's got to be true. The
What do you
Buddhist-
know? You can't talk.
The
I
Buddhist
can't. I
people-
can't read. I can't read.
the
So no.
Buddhist-
There's this map that shows basically like the image of flat Earth, but it's not just flat Earth. There's a bunch of like continents outside of Earth, which brings me to my
Continents.
favorite part of flat Earth is what's outside the ice wall. So some theories say
Wait,
like, okay,
what's the ice wall? Is that
The
the,
South
outer
Pole, yeah.
ridge?
Yeah.
okay, so you have. Let me pull it up on my phone so you can stay with me. If you're listening, you're not going to be able to see it. All right, so you see the ice wall there, right?
The white.
Yeah, the white-
It's just a white ring
Yeah, it's
around
like a
the Earth. pretty
100-mile
much.
ice wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
outside, like the Earth isn't that small. The Earth is actually like that big. Like
There's more.
the-
Earth to
yeah,
it.
there's more ice wall. There's Earth outside the ice wall. Let me Google outside.
If you watch Game of Thrones, you'll understand this
She never watched that.
because there's the.
Sean, you never watched it either.
Yeah, I did. I watched the first two
I didn't know
seasons.
you were into Game of Thrones.
Well, I'm not crazy. I watch all of it.
I
but
have been trying to find new Christmas present ideas,
Well,
and
no,
I'm like,
I-
what
I-
the fuck is he into besides the Flash?
I don't want no Game of Thrones stuff.
Okay.
I'm not that into it. I just watch it. I like
Okay.
it. But
All right, here's a good picture. All right, so you see this? Like it's really small and shitty, but
Yep.
okay.
That's
So
it.
there's two rings. It's kind of like a bullseye. You have one ring in the middle, which represents the
Or-
South Pole, which is the ice wall, and then bigger than that, there's another white ring which represents another ice wall. So this is a world that
What
we
the
know,
Fuck.
and outside
Who
of it,
the
there's
fuck
more
came-
continents.
Why
Well,
are there two ice walls now?
because in the 1920s there was a guy in the military that had an expedition down to Antarctica. I think his name was Admiral Byrd. He went down to Antarctica and they
Okay.
found a passage through the ice wall. So they basically went in the middle of Antarctica, if you want to think about round Earth.
What are you
or-
talking about? They found a passage?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they
Through
found
the
a
ice wall.
canal.
A cave?
No,
A canal?
no, yeah, it was like a canal into the middle of Antarctica or through the ice wall,
Oh.
depending on how you're looking at it.
Okay.
And they kept sailing past it. Like they got through it, and you'd think they'd be like sailing back up to like, Africa or, South America.
So they
But they-
sailed through the ice wall?
They got to a continent where there was basically like jet skis and boats,
Mm-hmm.
and the Coast Guard came and took them to a city where people had talking boxes on their desks with screens that moved and
Hello.
stuff
TV.
Hello,
stuff they could hold in their hand and talk on. And they asked where this guy was from, and he told them. And they're like, "Oh, like you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to do anything." And they sent him back. Like this is 1920. They didn't have fucking computers or anything like that. They didn't have jet skis. they barely had airplanes, and he talked about flying metal things.
I don't know if I can believe the authenticity in behind this.
Well,
He was an admiral of the U.S. Army,
Yeah,
or Navy, or whatever he was in.
It's fact. Like, he reported to Congress.
Yeah.
Yeah, Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
I think you've told me about this.
Yeah,
before.
in 1946 and 1947, he went to Antarctica on Operation
So
High
they
Jump.
went through a canal in Antarctica and ended up in this place where they had all this
Futuristic.
stuff that they didn't have.
Yeah, and he warned Congress, like, this is real government shit. He warned Congress, quote, in the event of another war, America can be attacked by an enemy that has the ability to fly from pole to pole with incredible speed. And another guy said, quote, they flew vertically out of the water in a flurry, slipping between the masts of the ships with such speed that the airflow perpetrated and dislodged the radio antenna. I didn't have time to blink an eye. Like, he's talking about, like, all this shit just flying out of the fucking water. Like little saucers, basically like drones. So, like, my theory is that aliens aren't really aliens. Like, they don't come from other planets. Like, if you think about, like, if we are on, like, some sort of flat, hollow, or not hollow, but flat kind of Earth, and the South Pole is actually a ring that keeps us together, but outside of that ring, there's more fucking continents and more worlds. Maybe those people outside of our ice wall are more advanced than us. It would be, like, example, like, if we had Elon Musk go down to the fucking Amazon and find a tribe down there that, you know, still lives like they're cavemen. And he
There
went
are
down
people
there
like that exist.
and he went down there like every year and taught them new shit. Eventually they would like catch up to us in the 1950s, even though it's 2017 here. So what if aliens are actually people from outside of the ice wall that are way more advanced than we are?
I'm beginning
And
to
they
think
come and like they come and they build pyramids for us, or they come and they teach us about electricity, or they come and give us the internet, and they make sure we keep slowly catching up. But like, they're so much more advanced than us.
They're just the rich people that give the poor people, like,
They're the fucking
a little
Illuminati,
thing. Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They're the Illuminati.
you guys are fucking crazy. Like, what?
But think about that.
You're
It makes
like
sense.
you.
Does it
Okay,
make sense?
just
come on.
a side note. Sean is not reading from notes. This is all from his brain.
Yeah, this is from my brain hole.
Like, you better not be getting brainwashed by all these podcasts that you're researching.
No, but this is fun as fuck,
Suddenly
right?
my husband's gonna all believe in reptilians,
Chemtrails brought down Tower 7, man.
Hollow Earth, and chemtrails and
No, chemtrails are bullshit.
flat Earth.
That's
Like,
fake
no,
news.
this is bullshit. Like, there's been so many people out in space that
Who?
I don't fucking know.
Who do you know?
They're
Who
all-
have you talked to?
They're all dead, except for like 2 of them.
There was
I don't-
that guy in California that was
What the
going to
fuck are you
ship
talking-
himself
People
out.
are always going out to
The
space.
fucking
When's the last time
Illuminati
people
put
were
that shit
back out in
down, man.
Space? Find out when the last person was. People go out to space. There's
But that's
people
orbit.
that go-
That's not space.
Yeah, it's not actual space. Like they're
but
not.
they don't come back and they're like, "Oh my god, the Earth is flat."
Okay, people talk
But-
about
It's fucking
like,
round.
One of the proven
just
points.
like all the other planets.
Yeah, one of the things that people say, like, oh, Earth is round because we have satellites out there. That's why we have GPS, right? GPS proves that the Earth is round.
Are you trying to convince me that there is, in fact, a flat Earth?
No, I'm saying the reason why we know that the Earth is round is because of GPS. We have satellites that connect to our phones that can pinpoint where we are.
No,
Because-
that's not the reason why. We knew it before we had GPS.
Well, I'm saying that's an example, right? Why the Earth is round, right?
I
But in
don't know.
reality,
I don't know what you're.
your GPS has nothing to do with satellites. It has to do with towers.
Yeah, I don't know what
There's
you're saying.
There's 3 towers that are in like a triangle, and they bounce off each other to ping to your phone, and that's how it coordinates your coordinates.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well-
so there's no satellites up more than 100 miles.
Hmm.
What are you looking up, Teach?
I was trying to find a picture of Earth from the space shuttle, but they're all artist renditions.
Yeah, it's all fake.
They're
it's all
none
fake
are
photos.
Oh my
actual
fucking
photos.
God.
It's all fake news, man. It's all fake.
If anyone is listening to these podcasts and they get convinced of something
If any reptilians
based
from the
off of-
Illuminati are listening to
based
this,
off of our podcast, please let us know, because then I
let us know what.
don't
That
know.
you came from outside the ice wall?
Just be like, I believe. Just do hashtag
Okay.
I believe.
Carrie, Carrie, if the Earth was round,
Okay.
wouldn't
If the Earth was round.
yeah? Why
Hypothetically.
wouldn't planes? If the Earth was round, wouldn't planes constantly have to fly with their nose pointed down So they, because otherwise, if they're flying straight, they would just like shoot off into space. Like,
Fucking gravity, motherfucker. Are you
you're that
fucking
far
kidding
up.
me?
You're that far.
No, you're not that far up.
Yeah, you are. You're fucking 600 miles up.
Yeah, there's still fucking gravity up there.
No,
That's
there's
why when you go to space, you got to do a rocket ship that shoots you out of the gravity zone.
I don't think gravity would. Does that make sense?
Yes, there's
I
a
wasn't paying attention.
fucking
What'd you say?
the center. Isn't it
Like-
like the center of the fucking Earth is some type?
Yeah.
There's some type
Okay,
of
if
pull
the Earth
that
was
creates the
round, planes
gravity.
would surely keep flying off into space. So why don't pilots have to keep the angle of their planes down while they're flying? Like this microphone.
Like, how come you can't go onto the roof of our house and be like, oh my God, I can see the curvature of the earth? Or why can't you look at a lake and be like, oh, it's round?
Exactly. If you look at the horizon,
Oh, it's not round, so
always
therefore
straight.
it's flat.
Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
earth is...
The horizon is always flat,
Yeah.
no matter where you look at it. You go on the ocean.
The way
You can
that
look
you
all
can
around you,
tell
it's
that we
flat.
live in on a round planet
It's
is
a pair.
fucking-
first off.
sit outside, watch the sunrise, watch the sun move, watch the moon rise, watch the moon move. That is the proof you need to
But-
see that the fucking earth
But
is
the
round.
Egyptians believed in that, but they also believed in flat Earth. They just thought it came up over the edge and then went back under the edge.
Yeah.
So
just-
instead of rotating over, they believed it went under.
So how many miles fucking long do they think that the flat earth is then?
Well, how many miles do you think the globe Earth is?
I don't fucking know. That's what I'm asking.
well, I think I do have measurements.
I should find out
did.
though how much
Okay.
it is to see if it compares, if it's the same.
All right.
Did they just
Earth-
take the same
Hold
number?
on, Carrie.
Okay.
Earth day and night cycles is explained by the sun and moon are spheres measuring 32 miles that move in circles of 3,000 miles above the plane of Earth. Stars, they say, move in a plane of 3,100 miles up. Like spotlights, these celestial spheres illuminate different portions of the Earth in a 24-hour cycle. Flat earthers believe that there also must be an invisible anti-moon that obscures the moon during lunar eclipses. Gravity is also an illusion, they say. Objects do not accelerate downward.
I
Instead,
want to meet these people and punch
instead
them in
the
their
disc-
fucking face.
Instead, the disk of Earth accelerates up to 32 feet per second squared, 9.8 meters per second squared, driven up by a mysterious force called dark energy. So there's no gravity, you have dark energy, which we know actually exists in the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is dark energy?
Everything in the Earth that we can't see.
Yeah. Which
Like
is
dark matter and dark
Yeah.
energy is real.
There's more dark matter and dark energy than there is matter.
So
Yeah.
is that
It,
like
it makes up like 80% of the
It
universe.
is more than that. I
We
thought it
can't
was like
see
90
is
something.
dark
percent.
energy like the thing in Donnie Darko where like the things
That-
pull people to the certain directions they're going?
That's Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a movie,
That's
Carrie.
fake.
We're talking about
Is that
something
their
real.
interpretation? Are you fucking kidding me?
We're talking about flat Earth
Yeah,
here.
we're talking about real life.
don't
here.
don't mix in fucking Hollywood bullshit.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm looking up dark energy right now.
Okay.
It's an unknown. Oh wait, just fucking. I don't want to donate the Wikipedia.
Because dark matter is just the opposite of normal matter. So dark energy.
Dark energy contributes 68.3 of the total energy in the present day observable universe.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of dark matter makes up like 80 or 90%.
Dark matter and ordinary matter contributes 26.8 and 4.6. So dark matter is 26% of all matter.
Okay.
Yeah, dark energy is almost 70% of all fucking energy in the universe.
And that's from NASA's website.
And I wonder how much gravity.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much gravity contributes to anything.
Well, now they just actually observed gravity for the first time.
Or they never dropped the.
Well, I'm sorry, gravitational waves.
Who
not
observed gravity?
How can you observe that? You got to put
Through-
on special glasses.
Yeah, their special scope that they used.
Carrie's getting a wine pour.
She can't.
What
She
else?
can't even.
I'm making up for last night.
She
I barely
can't
drank
even.
last night.
Can't hang with the best of us.
My own party. But it was
All right.
fine. It was like my wedding.
Carrie, so
Didn't drink
if the
much.
Earth is round, why do engineers make everything straight, not curved, like bridges and shit? Like the bridges are all straight; they're not curved. The railroad tracks are all straight.
Because the earth is really fucking big, okay? And you're not just walking constantly down a goddamn slope like you're walking on a fucking marble.
Okay, so why isn't it harder to fly east? Like the Earth is a ball. Wouldn't it be a lot harder to fly east because of the atmosphere is moving in the other direction at hundreds of miles an hour. Like, shouldn't you be able to get in a helicopter?
There's
like,
this thing called
it.
weather.
Like, think about it. Like, okay, the Earth is a spinning ball, right? You get in a helicopter and you just like float, like 100 feet above the ground for 12 hours. You should be on the other side of the world when you land, because the Earth, like you're a helicopter. You're just floating, and the Earth is still spinning underneath you, right?
The Earth spins very fucking slow.
Well, yeah, but if you can
anyone
float up
that went to school should know everything I'm saying right now. Like, this should not be news. If this is news to you, then
yeah, it takes 24 hours for the Earth to go all the way around.
Book.
So if you float in a helicopter for 12 hours in one spot, by the time you land, shouldn't you be on the other side of the world?
No, because it doesn't take you 12 fucking hours to get around the world. It takes a lot longer than that.
Halfway around.
I don't know. It depends where you're going. It depends what the weather's like.
Okay, listen to me. Carrie, you're not doing anything, but you get in a helicopter.
Linda,
listen. Linda, listen to me. You get in a helicopter, you fly straight up, and you float. You stay in one spot in the helicopter for 12 hours, right? That's half a day. It takes a full 24 hours for the Earth to go all the way around, right? No, it doesn't?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So if you stay up there for 12 hours and you land, in theory, you should land halfway around the world, because the Earth traveled underneath you, right?
Yeah, that's an interesting concept, but no, that's not how that works.
Why not?
Because the wind.
Linda.
The weather. I don't know.
What about the weather?
Okay, so think about
this.
It's
a clear sunny day.
So when we flew to England, it took like longer to get there, I think, coming back, because I think of whatever the weather was doing, we had to fly like up through Canada and then over.
That's what we did on the way out there.
Yeah, and then so flying back, we didn't have to go up through Canada. We just flew right back because of the weather, the wind, or whatever the fucking... I'm not a meteorologist.
Speaking of flights, like, if you're flying from South America over to South Africa, why don't you just cut across to Antarctica and get there in like 4 hours? Why do you fly all the way up to Europe, over to Australia, and then back down?
I think it all has to do with weather.
You can't go past the ice.
Yeah. No one's
wall.
allowed on Antarctica. No one's allowed to claim it or own it, because the Illuminati has guard station. And if you get to Antarctica, you can, like, if you take a cruise, you can see a couple.
Antarctica.
Why do people live on the North Pole? Why is that any different?
Because
shouldn't the North Pole be colder?
Wait. Where is Antarctica? Is that the South Pole?
Yeah, it's not the North Pole.
Because it's too cold.
Well, people live in the North Pole.
Yeah.
Because it's not as cold.
Why? It's on top. Shouldn't it be warmer?
No, I'm not fucking Google it. It'll answer
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Yeah, fucking round earth shill.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
I would literally love to debate this shit with someone that literally believes in flat Earth. I will shut them down. I'll be like, no.
I don't think you.
Well, so
you didn't even know what dark matter was.
So the South Pole is actually colder. In summer, the North.
According to what?
Google.
Fucking yeah, Google.
Which
that's
is made
owned by
by
the
the
Illuminati.
So in summer, the North Pole is 32 Fahrenheit, and the South Pole is -18. In winter,
Why?
the North.
But Antarctica's on the South Pole. Where
Yeah.
the fuck is Antarctica?
The South Pole, the bottom of the
Okay,
Earth.
so I'm
Yeah,
right
the
there.
ice wall.
yeah,
It's
it's
an
too
ice
fucking
wall
cold.
around the outside.
And then
but why is it colder? Like, and around Earth, okay, flat Earth
it's the
aside.
South Pole.
But why is it colder? Like,
maybe it gets less sun.
Because it's colder. That's just the
okay,
answer.
I get it that it's colder, but why? TJ, Google that.
All right.
Space is fucking cold.
But it's not in space. It's on fucking Earth. Jesus Christ. We're not talking about the
Holy
moon.
shit. We just went
God.
off the chart.
Oh,
So wait, so why is
Siri
Siri
just opened
answered?
up. I get it. I just called her. Why did it Google Space is fucking called? When is that in INN suites on the fucking Earth? And then Siri goes, I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So, all right.
Siri, mind your business.
So do you want to know why it's colder?
Yeah, I really
Right.
honestly do. Not because
So-
it's in space, obviously.
So the South Pole is colder because it has a very thick sheet of ice which sits on a continent. The surface of the ice sheet at the South Pole is more than 9,000 feet in elevation, more than 1.5 miles above sea level.
So it's got more ice.
It's got
So-
more. It's got more ice. And
But why does it
sits-
have ice?
And it sits higher in the atmosphere. Well, 'cause
Why does
it's-
it have more
it's
ice?
higher.
Yeah, why does it
So
have
it's
more
colder.
ice over a continent? than the North Pole, which has no continents, only ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we
Because the
need
ocean
a
warms it. There you go.
geographer.
Oh, because
to
you
come
can't
on here and
freeze
explain
salt
that.
water.
Yeah.
I forget what conspiracy that was. There was a conspiracy that you can't freeze salt water.
You can't freeze fucking salt water.
You can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Wait.
You can.
No, you can't.
We had the discussion.
Wait, it depends how much salt is in it.
Yeah, it probably depends.
Ocean
on the
salt
solution.
water can
Oh.
freeze. How do you think there's fucking glaciers
Yes.
and
But
icebergs?
the what's that salt is it
Bath?
just called Salt Lake in Salt Lake City?
Utah.
Yeah, in Utah there's
Are you
that
talking Dead Sea where
Dead
you can like
Sea.
walk on it? Yeah.
because
there's so much salt,
There's
but-
so much salt you can't even swim in it, nothing lives in it.
Yeah, but you can still freeze it. Salt water does freeze.
It just has a lower freezing temperature.
It's like
so
2 degrees colder or something like that.
Sea salt water is 28.4, whereas
Yep.
fresh water is 32.
Yeah.
So if you want Dead Sea, you probably got to get at like 0.
So there you go. That's proof that the Earth is flat.
Oh my fucking
Because salt
god!
water
No,
can freeze.
Because
No.
the North Pole is warmer because it's closer to the sun,
Yeah.
whereas the ice walls are further away from the sun.
Yep.
No, think about it.
hmm
Woke F.
And that's why
This
there's
is
these.
fucking
That's why
ludicrous.
there's these big ice walls because it's colder.
Yeah.
It's able to form these huge mountains of ice. 'Cause it's higher in elevation. It all makes sense.
I don't know, I really like the flat Earth idea. Like at first, I was like, I need to read more about this. What the fuck? And then
no.
yeah, the Earth.
I don't know
is
why
not-
anyone would ever need to
because
read more
it's
about
fun. It's fun.
It. Okay, yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah,
have a
the
lot of
Earth,
time.
the Earth is fucking round. But I was like, if the Earth is flat, it would be awesome. Like when we talked about Hollow Earth, we talked about how there's an Earth living inside the Earth. But then if it was actually like a fucking like a honeycomb, basically, or like a bunch of bubble wrap, where like you have all these little pockets in a big thing, you have all these Earths inside of it. Like the flat Earth thing that really interests me is if, for example, if it is flat, which I don't think it is. But
Good.
if there was an ice wall and you go past that, there's new fucking continents we've never explored. People, we have fucking no idea how advanced or how stupid they are. They could be fucking primates. for all
There
we
are
know.
no new continents.
Oh, you're not understanding where I'm
Outside
going
of
to
the
the
ice
fictional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to like theorize stuff like this because I'm a creative person. I'm not just like I was taught something in school and I believe that and you're fucking stupid. No, I'm like okay, yeah, let's have fun with this.
Yeah, no,
That's what I do with all the conspiracy
That's
shit.
it's like Pluto. If you believe what you learned in school, you think Pluto is a planet. Well,
Yeah,
it's
and
not.
Pluto's not a
Pluto
planet.
is a fucking planet.
No, it's not.
I don't care what the fucking
too
NASA
small.
space shit says. Pluto,
What's the smallest
I still love you.
piece of matter?
I don't know.
Is it an electron?
No.
Why the fuck would I know this?
Is
Because
it
you
an
learned it
atom?
in high school. Or yeah,
in high school. That was a long fucking time ago. I don't
And
really.
no, we've learned now that there's quarks and bosoms. Yeah,
And gizzards.
What
Yeah.
are quarks and bosoms?
there's the smallest particles of matter.
Yeah,
How do
they're
you know
smaller
that?
than an atom.
They make up electrons.
Because
How do
we
you know
read.
this?
We read.
It's not like physics and
we
astronomy.
don't look at Instagram all day long.
I don't look at
Or
Instagram
Snapchat. Yeah.
all day long, nor do I look at Snapchat.
We feed our mind with knowledge.
Yeah, we don't watch Bravo.
I'm looking at my fucking computer all
Or
day long,
HGTV.
dealing with
Yeah.
shit emergencies.
Exactly, that's your problem.
By the way, if you're listening to this, quit shitting all over Starbucks
on the
bathrooms.
walls.
That's not the first time you said that.
I hope I don't get fired for saying it
How
so
does
much.
shit and blood get on ceilings and
Hey,
walls?
especially when the Earth is round, shouldn't it fly to the side?
A lot of men
Yeah.
just go into bathrooms and they're like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna smear my shit covered toilet paper all fucking over
So-
this bathroom.
No, it's probably goatsy. That's how they do
Who
it.
the fuck has that kind of time?
So there we go. The Earth
Goatsy.
is flat because if it was round, the blood wouldn't get on the ceiling.
Exactly, because of gravity.
would keep it down.
Yeah, gravity.
no,
How
because
does it
when you
work?
do drugs
It's
and you
splatters.
pull the needle out, your fucking vein squirts blood all over the place,
But your veins
including the
don't-
ceiling.
Your veins don't spurt shit, though.
Yeah.
No, that's
shit's-
people that physically take their shit and spread it around like they're fucking monkeys.
Wait,
Like
I was gonna
goatsy.
say it like the zoo.
Like
Yes.
goatsy?
Let's go with the.
I made that
Google
comment.
goatsy.
I made
want
that.
Google it.
I made that
Hey,
comment.
Alexa.
Siri.
Or Siri.
Siri,
I mean,
Google
that comment-
image goatsy.
Okay,
Carrie.
okay, we're gonna say what I was gonna say.
Google image goatsy.
I don't even know how to spell that.
Why
Is it
don't you?
like
Your
goat,
phone
C-I-E.
is open in front of you. My phone will probably take 10 minutes to
Because
load
I have
it.
notes right now.
Because my phone is fucking so old.
TJ's Googling. If you guys at home
It's
that are
really not
listening-
that old. It's just old in iPhone terms.
Wait,
okay, sorry.
am I supposed to be looking at an image or?
Yeah,
Oh wait, is it this video?
I don't know. Play it.
No, I'm not clicking on a video.
Google image it.
I
I
want to
don't
see
know.
it.
There's pictures of
How do you spell
Trump.
Let me
it?
see.
How do you spell it?
There's pictures of like.
That's it.
Is it like
That's
that
it.
one is.
is it
Oh,
like a
okay.
goat? Like
No, she'll carry.
GOAT? But
That-
I'm
that's
saying
how-
for our listeners,
Oh
how do
yeah,
you
yeah.
spell goat?
GOATSIE.
It's a butt.
What the fuck
That's
is
how.
that?
That's how you get shit on the ceiling.
That's a
Wait.
butt.
It's a guy that's pulling his asshole apart with both hands, and you can
Yeah.
honestly fit a fucking turkey inside of it.
Good luck trying to go to sleep.
No,
tonight.
that is not. Let me see that.
No, goatsee's real.
Let me see that, please. What is all around his butt?
That one thing I think was his privates, and
No, that looks like a bunch of fucking insides. Like, what is this? What is all this gut around? Calm down. Wait, what does it say? It's just the mouth of a squid?
Yeah, no, but there's a.
That's not a fucking. That's a squid.
yeah. There was another picture.
Yeah,
though.
there's an actual picture of a guy, and he's pulling his
Jesus,
ass apart
don't do
like that.
Well, this is fake.
What is that? Flat Earth.
No, that's like a cookie.
Oh, it's goatsy.
That's a cartoon. These are all like memes. That's
Yeah,
Trump.
And there's one of Trump.
But yeah, no,
Okay, so goatsy is just people pulling
it's
their
it's
butthole
one
again?
guy, and he's got literally his hands
Oh,
in his ass.
there it is, but it's bleeped out.
Yeah,
That's
right
him.
there.
What?
Yeah.
Let me see this.
Yeah, they got a gif of like lips going over it.
Yeah.
If your butt is that butthole is that big, rather, I don't know what
You
just
must
happened.
you must be a porn star.
I don't know. Does shit just fall out of your butt? Is that why there's always so much shit in men's bathrooms
That's what I'm saying.
around
That's-
the toilet?
Yeah, that's how you get shit on the ceiling. You goatsy.
I just figured it's like men, like when they get the runs, they just go to the bathroom and then they forget to hold it in until they're actually sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, but wouldn't that just spray on the toilet then?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, next,
Oh,
next
so
time you
the-
get a biohazard on the walls or on the ceiling.
Oh, I
and
get
you-
it all the time. It's like
Okay.
shit all over the back of the toilet,
Well,
and the
next-
rim, and the wall, and the floor. And I'm like, why did it not get in the toilet?
At least you're not cleaning it up.
Okay, well, next time you do it and you call the tech, be like, yeah, we got a goatsy that we need you to clean up and see if he gets it.
I should do that to Greg sometime.
There you go. Greg, if you're listening, you're going to get goatsy.
Greg, you better be listening because you're supposed to be on this podcast sometime.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Oh, yeah, this dude from Chicago.
Chicago Quick Clean. They are awesome. I highly recommend them.
They want to sponsor us?
You'll have to ask Greg that when he's on.
All right, I will. Oh, do you have any final thoughts before we get to sponsors? Like, I'm a fan of crazy conspiracies because I like to get out there and wonder. I don't fucking think the earth is flat. But sometimes you're like, maybe
It's
it could
really
be.
good that you don't think that.
Yeah. But, I mean, if someone does, I don't really care. I mean, I think it's more stupid to believe in fucking chemtrails and shit.
I don't really care what you believe in. Just don't fucking force it on
Yeah.
me. That's really all I care about. Like, we're all entitled to our own beliefs, so whatever.
All right, so we're all in agreement that the earth is flat.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
The
I'm gonna
just fucking said it's not
I'm gonna-
flat.
Majority
gonna-
rules.
Yep, I'm gonna edit this later with you saying yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Like those telemarketer calls that you get where they're like, they basically
What?
make you say,
Oh,
is this Carrie McGregor? And then you go yes, and then they use that to like make
Oh, yeah, they're like-
purchases and stuff.
You're like, this is Bob from Toyota. I'm in the shop right now. Can you hear me?
yes, that's it. Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
anyone ever calls you and asks if you can hear
If
them,
anyone ever
don't
asks,
say anything. Just hang up.
yeah, if anyone ever asks you a yes or no question, just hang up.
Yeah.
That's why I just don't answer my phone unless
Me
I mean,
neither.
some of you
like-
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a work phone, so I get a lot of numbers I don't know, unfortunately. Anyways, okay.
All right, TJ, what do you think?
I like it. I side with you, or I just like any conspiracy. As long as it's good enough to at least have a sliver of possibility.
Yeah, anything you can like expand upon. You know,
Yeah.
like
There's a sliver of possibility in flat Earth.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible. You don't think anything's possible?
I don't know. No comment.
All right. I believe anything could be possible. I mean, you know,
I don't
fucking
think that's
maybe we never landed on the moon.
Wait,
maybe
no,
we did.
I don't believe anything's possible because I definitely don't believe in Hollow Earth or reptilians.
Okay.
So.
It could be true.
They got to her.
We're just brainwashed.
They got to her.
Yeah.
They live.
Oh boy.
Get the glasses.
I don't know what you were talking about, so
Roddy Piper.
no idea.
Well, if you want pictures of the flat Earth or the round Earth, you can find a good photographer at Deerwood Photography. They are on Facebook at Deerwood Photography.
So I know Deerwood Photography does not take NASA photos.
No, unless you pay for them to go. if I worked for Deerwood and you were like, yeah, go take pictures, we got a rocket for you, I'd be like, okay, I'll go prove.
I want a rocket.
Like that dude in California that was going to send himself into space to prove that the Earth was flat, but the fucking Illuminati shut him down.
Are you kidding me?
No.
There was a.
It was all over the news.
What is he? He's
who
a.
was
Well,
it?
there's the rapper, and then there's some other like
There's B.O.B..
rich guy.
There's a rapper that
Yeah, B.O.B.
No, a bunch of
B.O.B. thinks the Earth is flat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he started all this.
and a bunch of celebrities believe in it.
What?
Yeah.
No.
B.O.B. has started the flat Earth?
No, he didn't.
No.
Not the idea, but he
No, the
started,
flat Earth started the flat Earth because it's proven. I mean, it's
Yeah.
in the Bible.
Yeah,
The 4 corners of the Earth. You ever hear that?
the Egyptians and
No, I never heard that. It's
All
in
the
the
You never
Bible.
heard? You never heard the 4 corners of the Earth?
oh, gee,
Oh my God, you had lived such a sheltered life.
it's all that. It's all that school she learned when she was little.
You know what I need?
What?
'Cause I'm so stressed out
Some wine.
by you not being woke as
So,
you're not being woke af. I feel like I need to do some yoga. You know any good places to do yoga?
I
Carrie?
do.
Where?
Balanced.
Balanced
yoga,
what?
center.
Balanced dot yoga and wellness.
What's
What?
it? Isn't it a center?
No, the webpage.
No, it's not fucking center.
I thought the webpage was getbalancedyoga.com.
It's not fucking Get Balanced.
No, the webpage is www.getbalancedyoga.com.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And I believe they're at 9733 West St. Martin's Road in Franklin, Wisconsin. Did you hear about the calendar photo shoot that they're going to be doing?
No, they're not fucking doing that.
No, Balanced
'Cause
Yoga. Balanced
Deerwood-
Yoga is.
Deerwood Photography turned it down, and they're not allowed to use any other photographers.
Yeah, Deerwood Photography turned it down, so they're probably not going to be a sponsor for much longer.
Well, that sucks for Deerwood Photography.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure they've been getting a lot of business, too. I'm sure everyone's using the promo code Make Me a Fan to get that free print from Deerwood Photography. Just like if you go to Get Balanced Yoga, or, God damn it, if you go to Balanced Yoga and use the promo code MMAF, they'll probably laugh at you because you only get 1% off.
I mean,
And they don't sell candy bars.
what
Candy
does it matter
bars.
about candy bars?
Because our whole photo shoot is going to be TJ doing yoga poses
Oh, is
while eating
this
candy.
circa the
candy
Bigfoot?
bars.
You know, I really want to listen to the Bigfoot episode just because I came in at the after you guys did it, and what you guys were talking about. I was like, I'm just gonna listen to this just for shits and giggles.
I got to find out how much calendars cost at Walmart because I want one. I just want to do the photo shoot, honestly.
I
And
mean, maybe I'll do it, but I'm not gonna.
every month is going
brand
to
it
be
Deerwood.
TJ, but the months that the guys have birthdays, like I'm going to be in June
Why
with
is
TJ.
TJ in all of them?
Because
I
he's,
think it was Chuck's idea. I think he's
He's
the
a
one
star.
that came up with it. Yeah.
well, yeah,
Well, because I wanted to eat candy bars while doing yoga.
yeah. And I talked about TJ going to become a
Why don't you just
teacher
do
at
different
Balance.
people eating and drinking different things while they're doing yoga?
But no, it's only candy bars, a different candy
Why
bar
would
each
anyone
month.
want to see TJ every single month
Why
on
not?
their
Well,
calendar?
we're gonna have a guest appearance though on some of the months.
I don't mean like that.
Like you're gonna be on it with
I mean,
me
like-
for February.
Yeah.
oh, so
And then
there'd be
Adam
different people
is
with you.
January.
Shouldn't it be Sean though with it?
I'm going to be in June.
Yeah.
TJ, is he the mascot now of Make Me a Fan? Is
No,
that
I'm
why
gonna be the
guy-
mascot
you want me to-
of the yoga
All right,
center.
I'll do each month with TJ. Me and TJ will do a team.
You,
Me and TJ will do a Make Me a Fan podcast.
Yeah.
Eating-
we don't. Yeah, we don't need one for the yoga center. We
No,
just
we
do our
can
own.
we can shoot at the yoga center because Chuck's
we
got,
could just
Chuck's
do it
got
for
keys.
fun.
Yeah, they're in his
But
pocket.
we need to like make a calendar.
Yeah, we were trying to get it out
You
by the
can
holidays.
easily, well, you can easily do it. It's
Yeah,
only
you
the
send it to Walmart. That's what Chuck
It's
said.
only what, the 3rd of December? You got
Exactly.
time.
Mhm.
All right, I'll talk to Chuck and find out when we can get in the studio.
All right.
We need to think of
The
poses.
center. Is it a center or studio?
The hardest part is going
It's
to
a
try to
studio.
pick out what candy bars we want. We
Well,
need
we
12
get
different-
12 of them. Yeah.
Well, technically, we need
You gotta
24.
think about that.
We need 24 of them.
Snickers
Why?
and
'Cause
Reese's.
are we gonna be
That's
eating the
what I'd
same
buy
one?
you.
Yeah.
And we got to
probably
have
should each
themes. Like, we got to have
separate.
little bunny ears during the Easter
Plan
month.
it out and yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do for February? Oh,
Black History Month.
What? No.
Yeah, it is.
That's my fucking birthday. It's going to be all about Carrie.
so we're gonna do blackface?
well, we
no,
don't even.
no. We got to
Why
do
are we
it
going to
like
do
Tosh.
Carrie's month
You
when?
just got to get the
when-
black hair thing.
What do you mean by black hair?
You know when in Tosh.
They have
You mean a
normal hair.
fucking last
You mean
episode
a
we watched
fro?
on Tosh where he didn't do blackface, but he wore the black cap, the black
Oh, the
bald
do
cap.
rag.
Oh, a do-rag?
No,
That's not hair.
it was a black bald cap. It was like a black person bald cap.
Oh,
You know how you can buy
Yeah.
bald
Oh,
caps?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but it
just
was a
black
black person.
skin.
Yeah, it was just black.
Black skin.
That was his version of blackface.
so it looks like he dipped his head in a butthole or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
No comment.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh god. No, I didn't mean that. Oh god damn it. I'll erase this part.
We could do Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
TJ could dress like Cupid with a little bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Shooting an arrow.
Yeah,
at
and you can shoot me. I'll have like my butt kind of perked out with my finger to my lip.
No, I gotta be in
And
it.
then,
It's
yeah.
my birthday month.
Yeah,
You can-
exactly. He'll be shooting an arrow into me, and I'll be falling in love with you.
And you'll be
Aw.
feeding.
You can be
Carrie
sitting
the-
on your phone, not paying attention.
Yeah, and Carrie can be eating those little sweethearts or whatever those are.
But how does that involve yoga? Are we just taking pictures at the yoga studio?
You gotta do yoga poses while you're.
Okay.
If it's gonna be about balance, it has
All right. Well,
to
for
be
February
yoga
then,
poses.
you're doing the yoga pose. I'm falling in love with you while you're doing
And
the
I'm
pose.
just floating in
and,
the air.
And TJ's dressed like in a diaper with a bow and arrow shooting me.
I got some wings.
Yeah.
They do
He's
make
Cupid.
diapers
Yeah.
for grown people.
Yeah.
So
And then March is
I
St.
don't know if I
Patrick's
want
Day.
to see you
Yeah.
though in a diaper.
And then in April we can do Easter.
Yeah.
I can put on a little nose and some ears.
I got bunny ears
See?
Yeah.
We're
that
good.
were worn on.
We can do the
Chloe.
downward dog and have little like bunny tails on our butts.
And I got a bunny tail.
Wow.
I don't know what we can do in June.
This is
That's my
pretty
birthday.
awesome.
Or May.
Summer. June is summer.
So we're all just wearing Speedos.
May is what? Memorial Day?
Mimosa
Or-
Day.
Or Mother's Day or Cinco de Mayo. We could all have
Oh, yeah.
like the skull
Cinco de
face
Mayo.
or
There you
whatever.
go.
And then July is
4th
4th
of
of
July.
July.
America.
Obviously, we all dress like America.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of yoga pose. We'll have to talk
August-
to Chuck and Sasha
August
about
is going to be hard.
Yeah, I don't know what August could be like a fall.
Wait, there's the phrase, the dog days of summer.
Oh,
could
we
all
could,
dress up like dogs.
or we just have the dogs in the photo.
Yeah.
And we could do
don't know
downward
if
dog
they-
poses.
Yeah.
That's like the only pose I know.
I know. Downward dog and what's the opposite of that? They do
Upper dog,
no.
upper cat.
What is that called? Downward dog and
Cat pose?
no, the opposite. Like because you do the one thing
Oh,
and then you
I
go
don't.
into
Oh, yeah,
downward
yeah,
dog.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a question for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sasha would know.
All right, September is TJ's birthday.
And also
Columbus Day.
first day of
It's
fall.
no Labor Day, is September.
So we can make it look like
First day of
TJ's
fall.
in,
Like
like
we're
in
working.
labor.
Well, and it's the first day of
I'm in the stirrups and everything, like with my legs up in the air.
it's the first day of fall.
October, obviously Halloween. We
Yeah.
could all dress up.
Or we could just have TJ just dress in his.
And I'm eating a turkey
birthday
in
stuff.
November. I got
Yeah.
like 2 drum legs in each hand.
Well, we're doing yoga during all this.
Yeah.
And then December, we could have little Santa beards. Carrie
Yeah.
can dress like naughty Mrs. Claus. I've been trying to get her to do that for like 9 years.
You have? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
every year I ask
I saw
you.
Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus at the dog park today, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Wait,
Yeah.
What?
Literally.
People were dressed up like Santa Claus?
No,
and Mrs.?
but they fucking
Oh,
were in
they're
disguise
just
as
old
not
people?
being. He fucking looked like Santa, I swear to God.
So he was just old white and had a long white beard.
Yes.
Mm.
And big. He had a big Santa belly.
Big Betta.
And Mrs. Claus had
So he's a
white hair and
semi-driver.
looked like fucking Mrs. Claus.
Right.
The only reason I didn't actually think it was them was they didn't say hi to me. And usually when like you're walking to the dog park, people say hi.
It's
You know.
because you're on the naughty
Maybe, yeah, I
list.
was going to say, they know what list you're on.
Yeah. Santa can't talk to you.
Oh my God, I should have asked. If Sean was there if you were there with me, I would have been like, am I on the naughty list?
But I would have told you, yeah, you are. That's why you get spanked.
No, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
say
do.
that in front of Santa.
No, if I say it in front of our thousands of listeners.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. We're dragging
Does your
this thing
dad
out.
listen to this?
No.
Oh.
All right, yeah, we should wrap this shit up. I don't think I mentioned on the last episode, but we are on social media at Make Me a Fan Podcast on Twitter Facebook and Instagram. On Twitter, we are just Make Me a Fan. And you can find us online at MakeMeAFanPodcast.com. Thank you all for listening. Sorry that Carrie is a round earth shill. I got TJ woke up though.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
all right, TJ,
Bye-bye.
Carrie.
Bye.
All right, bye, you fuck.
That was an awkward bye.
Make Me a Fan Podcast.
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 Make Me a Fan Podcast.